Well, hello again. Here I am after a struggle with some tubes here. If you can't open your tubes, run them under hot water for a little bit and then use a good pair of pliers to grasp the head and turn them easily. I think I'll start with doing the background with Payne's Gray and see how that works out. Now, if you don't have much room to paint, you can always paint somewhere in a corner or someplace out of the way, but be careful how you use your paints. Don't try to get them into your... So I'm going to use the palette knife here to paint the background, which will be Payne's Gray and dark. It's a little thin, the colors, but that's all right. You just let your white show through here and there, and that would help. And I see that this thing is slipping. I don't have my table easel here. I should have used it. So that gives me an idea of what I want to do. Now that's going to dry, and I know it's you're going to say, well, that's kind of rough. Well, it is, but that will take away the brightness from the white, which really doesn't help much in giving me the colors, the proper colors for the flowers. So I am doing this to just, darken the white so that I can judge my colors properly. I'm not using much of a palette, just the cover of a container, and the light is coming, of course, from my left. So I'm going to smooth that out now, and once it's dry, I can go over it again with I don't use any thickening for my acrylics. I just do, since these are going to be a reddish color, or in the other tutorial in the beginning there that I put up, I did say that I was going to paint red flowers, but I've changed my mind. I think I'll use magenta or purple, light mauve, magenta purple. Now I'm standing here and I didn't get all my things together, so I'm without a wipe for my palette knife, and I gotta get this off before it dries, because if it dries on there it'll be more difficult to get off. And I don't have my towels, which I use, so I'm just going to try to get as much off as I can here. That's on the palette knife, and then I will switch over. I will leave that and switch over to a smaller blade on my... Looks like I've used this for oils, but anyway, it doesn't matter as long as I don't mix it. It's watercolors, I guess it was. Now this is the magenta here that I'm using, and the light is gone under the cloud, so it's almost like north light. It's coming from here, so this is going to have to be lighter than here. So what I'm going to do is just put it here with the color right from the tube, and here. I'm shaky, I know, but I have to hold my hand. I should have my stick here, but anyway, it's a very let's see now, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It has 5 petals. And here. Now. And this one. Now remember, this is going to be lighter, so I can make a 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 petals. So I'm kind of right here, and it looks like a petal there. Yeah. So that one goes up here, and that goes around there. I got to be careful because of the lines here. Now the other ones. This is a petunia with the blossom coming this way, and that's in the light, so this would be the dark edge here. Okay, and of course then down here and here and here and down here. Now then this would be lighter here. There's another petunia here, so the lights are coming from here, so this would be in the dark colors, a darker color. Okay. There. It's a bit difficult when you're shaking. Now here's a petunia up here, so this one here, that would be in darkness here. There's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then the fourth, fifth one's over here. So it's that would be dark here, and dark in here, dark red, and dark red in here. I know I shouldn't turn my, but I find turning this little one around here helps sometimes to get in just nicely and give you a chance. Now this would be all light colored here, and this would be light colored here too because the light's shining on some parts of it here. So I'd leave that. Okay, now that gives you an idea here how you would start out. Now again, I don't have anything to wipe this, so I'm just going to have to leave it and hope that when I wash it off it's going to work. Now, in the, I could use this here, I suppose now. You will get the center of this here really, really dark, so you would have to mix something with it. Already this is dry. So what I'm going to do there to get the dark, I'm going to darken it with a little bit of Payne's Gray in the center of the flower to give it a depth. Now, okay, that's the center of the petunia. Doesn't look like much right now, but once you work with it, you will see that it's that's the darkness of the petunia right here. And then you get the one up here. That'd be dark, and you wouldn't get anything here because it's... Anyway, this is what I've been doing. I don't finish a painting every day. I'd like to, but I don't have the stamina in my muscles because of problems. And what was I going to do now? The magenta again, I was thinking, where was I going to go? Right here. Right here. Okay. Now, I'm going to try to darken my magenta, and I could use Payne's Gray. Instead of making a whole lot of gray, I could use some Payne's Gray and see what happens. Okay. A little bit of Payne's Gray. And, yikes, I shouldn't use that there. A little bit of Payne's Gray and see what happens. with the magenta. Okay. Now, yeah, that's quite dark. So I wanted to put that darker down here and in here. And that Payne's Gray works very nicely. I can't show you, unfortunately, how I'm mixing this at the moment. This is Payne's Gray here. It'll be dark here and dark there and dark here and there. Okay. Now it doesn't look like much, I know, but as I work with it over time, it will appear like the flowers. Let's see, Payne's Gray would come in here with the Payne's Gray, and yeah, that would be a flower here. It would be lighter magenta, and there'd be no Payne's Gray here other than darkening it a little bit. I'll let just a little bit here on the inner edge. Let's see, I gotta mix a little more here. Not too much mixing, because you don't want to just have Payne's Gray. You know, you want to have some darkness, but not to take out the paint, not to show gray completely, just darken it in the center. And once it's dry, then you can go over it again. And this one would be the same here, a bit of Payne's Gray around that, and so on. Okay, now I will, I think, see if I can just sort of get some Payne's Gray on this and do some, that's not going to work. So I'll have to leave it there for today. I'm getting quite tired, and there'll be more as I go. And I'm going to try to paint a little every day on it, and as I do so, I will make a video, and you can perhaps learn a few things from that. Thank you for watching, and have a nice day.